Hi there. In this video, we're going to look at how teachers can create groups and add learners to their groups to get started, and also take a look quickly at how we can populate that group with templates so we can get started more quickly. So let's look just at the first main menu, which is this is the top menu, where we can see a list of our groups and the most recent messages that have happened in those groups and the lessons that I have made in those groups that have a date coming up soon, that within the next week, that don't have any content in them, so I know which are the next lessons I need to build for my learners. So it's a good way to stay on top of the work that you need to do. So let's take a look at what happens when we want to create a new group. So if I have a new learner and I want to put them in LearnBook, LearnBook functions on the idea of groups. Even if it's just an individual learner, you need to create a group that permits you to put their lessons in there, their messages in there, and to keep everything in one place. So whether it's one learner in a group or you have a group of 4 people, we need to make a group to keep the messages and lessons of those people in one place. So we just click on the new button below the group list, type in the name of the group, so we'll call this test group, and then we click on new again, and that will create the group. It says your group will appear here shortly. It just takes a second for it to copy over some of the basic messages, an introduction message, and then the group appears. Click on the arrow next to the group, and that will let you get into the group to have a look. So the group is created with a basic introduction lesson. There's nothing in there, just to show you how the program viewer works. So now we need to start adding learners to this group. So we can click on users. We're now in the group menu. You can see test group at the top. We click on users when we want to add users to this group. At the moment, I'm the only user. I can edit my user account, or I can remove myself from this group, which would not be a good idea. If I want, I can search for people who already exist in my school. So, for example, I can add somebody by clicking on their name and then clicking add, but I don't want to do that. I want to create a new user, so I'm going to remove this person from the group. I'm going to click on new to bring up the dialog to create a new user. And then I need to put in that user's name, their email address. If I have a photo, that would be great, or the learner can also put in a photo of themselves afterwards. If the administrator of my school has created companies, then I can select which company this person's in. At the moment, I don't have any companies. If I want this person to receive their password link already, that is to say the email where they can go to set their password that will allow them to access the platform, then I can click this send password. However, if your group is under construction, I would recommend not sending the password straight away, because you can add the users to the group and get it ready to go, then create your lessons. And once the lessons are ready, you can send the password email later, but that the group is already created and all the names and email addresses are in. So that's why that option exists. Either you immediately invite them to come and see what you have, or maybe what you have is not ready, so tick that off, and then you can create the user and it will add them to your group. Now that the users are in the group and that you want to create some lessons, you may want to create the lessons by yourself, but there are some really good templates at the moment. It's just the beginning while I'm recording this video of the template period, but when you're watching this video, I hopefully will have created more templates. And so when you click on templates, you'll first have a list of your personal templates. So for you, this may be empty, but this is where you'll create your own templates in the future of your own lessons and the content that you're going to create, so that it's easily pasted into another group and it saves you a lot of planning time. But at the beginning, if you have no templates, then you can click on the market to go and have a look for templates. So when you are on public, you will see a lot of different templates that are available for you to copy, and you can filter them by level or by theme or by skill involved, or lots of different things. And if you want, you can see some of the templates that I've created. These will be ones that you will see in your public list. It's just these are the ones that are in my school. When you want to use a template, so this one I would recommend highly, because it shows how I would create a full course within LearnBook, including the initial tutorial, how to use the platform, and also a level test. just click on Save, and that will copy that template to your list. Now this is yours. You can edit the template itself if you want, so go in and edit how the template looks, or simply paste it and then edit it afterwards. When you click on Add Template, Paste, it will take a minute for it to add as it copies the lessons and changes the name from my name or whoever created the template to your name, and you'll see one by one the lessons will start to appear. So let's take a look, for example, at the tutorial. So here I recorded a couple of videos that show how to use LearnBook. So now these videos are yours, and if it's your name will be at the top, although it's my voice in the video, but you can add your own videos if you want. Give you an example, there's one lesson that I created that's in this template that you can have a look at. You can use it as a framework. Just replace the videos that I've recorded with the videos that you want to put in the lesson. And yeah, so here, for example, you can edit that message, delete my video, and put it in a video of yourself. But the other things, such as the questions here, or the gap fill, those are all things that are ready to go, so you don't need to change those. And so that means you can add your base and then go through and edit these different things, set the dates by clicking on Edit. Here you can edit the options of each of the lessons, set the date when it's to be released, how long the lesson is, if there are any prerequisites. That means that this lesson will only be visible when a previous lesson has been completed. You select from a list. Whether this is a draft or published. Draft means that the lesson is invisible to the learners, but is visible to the teachers. And you can also select whether this is online or face-to-face. This doesn't change anything technically about the lesson. It just changes the icon that you can see that makes it look clear for the learner which one is online, if you're doing a lesson entirely online, or which lesson is face-to-face. So that's useful for that as well. So that's how we create groups, add users, and we can use templates to add our first lessons.